He's like,
Son of a bitch.
You took mine.
But that's pretty close to mine. Mine back in the day, and it still holds true, is probably like doing like a cruise down the Rhine and stopping off at little breweries in Germany, community breweries, something like that. Yeah, that would probably be mine.
I'm gonna say a cake stand on Pliny the Younger.
Oh, nice.
Have you had Pliny the Younger?
Just to say I did. I chugged a white whale until I got arrested.
What about you, Alex?
No, like my ideal spot from both what I've already done and what I like to do in the future is it's drinking with my friends. Like I like hanging out. I like hanging out with my dad and playing darts. I like hanging out with the Moanies and playing Dungeons and Dragons. And I like drinking beer while we do it. Like I like spending time with the people I enjoy and enjoy a drink I enjoy at the same
Solid
time.
answer. Yeah.
You nailed it.
It is good.
That's exactly what mine would be too. It's basically wherever the good time is at. Because I'm the kind of person.
Le bon ton roulette.
If I'm drinking beer, like I'm looking for a good time. So I want that extra energy. I want the positive vibes. I want that good mojo to be around. And wherever my friends are and wherever that vibe is, and if there's beer there, hell yeah. I'm in.
So wherever you go.
But also GABF. I haven't done that yet.
Oh, that's a fun one. But
with the medal around your neck, right?
Yeah.
But if you can't get that,
I can just go buy one of those at the store, right?
the next best thing is to be at home on the couch in your pajamas with a beer. Just
in the morning? In the morning?
Like, anytime, really.
with Netflix, with football, with whatever you want.
Yeah, right. Doing a Netflix marathon.
No, then I'll just be asleep, especially with beers like this. That's for sure. I'd just be like...
Some of the best times I've ever had brewing were you as a home brewer you would brew a beer because you wanted to.
Yeah.
And then like you'd have times where you'd bring people in. Those are always the funnest.
Yeah, we're talking about drinking beer, not brewing beer. Where do you want to drink?
No, but he's talking
wait.
I enjoy drinking beer while brewing.
Right.
We're talking about drinking.
You're assuming that when I'm brewing beer, I'm not drinking.
Okay, that's a good assumption.
I like a cold winter day with a fire burning, making some beer and drinking some beer.
To that, Sylvia, I would tell you that when I'm a solo and it's just me.
I had some questions
all
here.
business.
Right.
And I get it done.
But you got some backup. I mean, I was going to say,
the best beers I've ever brewed as a home brewer in the hobby and the best times I've ever had were the ones I messed up on every step of the way because I was drinking with friends and I don't even know what I ended up with. I had a batch of black lager that was only 3 gallons. It was supposed to be 5. And I'm like, how the hell did that happen? I had the Kentucky Fried Double Down at some point, and I got 3 gallons of that.
Delicious.
I'm pretty sure I only knocked out enough. I forgot to add water, and it was the best black lager I ever made in my life.
Wow.
So I mean, it's all a matter of perspective.
Now, on the commercial side, like on a given brew day, I mean, and I'm not, let's say occasionally you drink while you brew. I mean, is there a certain point?
We don't do that now.
Now, okay, right. But let's say in theory, in another in a parallel universe,
at the end of the day,
if you did in a parallel universe, is there a certain point where it's safe now, or there are milestones during the brew day?
So it's a really good point. It's a really good question.
I've got a pretty good rule that I do not pour a beer until the boil of the final batch of the day, whether it's a single batch or a double batch. On a single batch, once we are in the boil, like we're through all the hard work because we've gotten all the grain out of the mash tun, like all that stuff's put away.
Yeah.
Now all we have is timers and additions and then a transfer. Like the day's a lot easier at that point. There's a lot fewer things to mess up. And also, I haven't started drinking yet.
Right.
And so I'm going to be a little bit better.
You bring up a really good point. And there's, honestly, it just takes one person to make an example of everybody.
Yeah.
And it's tough. I mean, it depends on, the depth and the situation. And
well, it works the same way for musicians. I asked Paul Crosby from Saliva on the show last week. I said, is there a point before a show where it's okay to have one beer now?
It's a really good question.
Do you wait till halfway through the set?
That's
or,
a case-by-case
right?
basis.
It really is. Depends what you're drinking, depends how hot it is, depends what you ate.
I really think there's a lot of places, the companies, breweries, all the above, that, they have a certain, idea, what they think is a good policy. And then it works for so long until somebody stumbles.
Yeah,
and then they're like, we've been made an example of. We need to change it.
It also depends on your own personal habits. If you're the kind of person who can pour one beer and that's the only beer you pour, all right, that's fine.
right.
Such strength.
Respect to that guy.
We love single batch days because we can drink it sooner.
Yeah.
Double batch days, we got to wait like 13 hours before you can start drinking because we know.
But also on double batch days, we're so busy the entire time.
Yes.
Like
it's no fun.
I don't sit down until the boil of the second batch,
it's no
and then it's
fun.
like, oh.
And so
I've been here since 6 in the morning. I haven't had a beer yet.
You know your routine, but in the end, the best times we have is when we're like actually like doing research and development. Like we're taking a base
not
beer
anymore. We're just
we're not
sitting
doing
there
anything but
drinking
we're
beer.
drinking, and we know like okay today we're done with everything we had to do. Let's come up with something new and exciting and fun.
Those are always the fun.
Those are the best times.
I'm not sure why, but it was always when I was kegging. Those are the nights I got pretty destroyed. Right?
Oh yeah,
I believe that.
It's maybe because beer was
one
available.
for the keg, one for me. One for the keg.
It's like cooking with wine. A little for the food, a little for me. A little for the food, a little for me.
Right out of the bright. I mean, there's nothing better than drinking out of the bright.
1, 2 for me, 1 for you. 1, 2, 3 for me. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, hey, we could wrap it now. We could keep going. I'm game. I'm enjoying the conversation. You guys have, it looks like y'all have taken care of some business, so you're ready to go a little longer, maybe, or maybe not, or
I've still got a little bit of beer left in this glass. Right.
I'm empty. I'll happily bring some beer if you guys are. Let's do. Yeah. What would you like? IPAs.
IPA.
Surprise you. All right.
Yeah.
What haven't you
Doc
had?
Hopper Day.
Huh?
What haven't you tried yet? You've had the IPA? Or?
Okay, so I just had the hazy pale, and then I had the samples. Just what she brought.
I don't.
Yeah. So what do you recommend? What's
I like.
If you haven't had the Doc,
I think the Doc is my favorite thing on that wall
let's do
right
that.
now.
Yeah.
I would just.
Doc's all around.
Doc's all around.
All right, we're gonna.
If you haven't had that yet, I think we tweaked it just right.
Okay.
So we've been using. We've been doing a lot of different things with our hazy IPA to try to make
Is
it.
Josh about to give away a trade secret right here?
Yeah, I don't know. We tried to.
Mute him.
We've been trying to improve things. We want to improve quality. We want to improve yield. Right? I mean, those are things that we're trying to do.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of factors that play into that. I've heard so many things. There's stable haze. There's not stable haze. We've made all the mistakes. Like we've made beer that like shit in your glass. Like, all right, we're sorry. You poured the can. It made floaties. Yeah. People are like, what, is this supposed to happen? Like, no.
It's not supposed to
happen. Not really.
Yeah.
Hey, did you like the beer? Yeah, it was good.
It still tastes
okay,
good, yeah.
thank
Luckily,
you
those
for liking
floaties
the
didn't
beer.
show up
Did
for
that
a
make
bit.
you sick?
Yeah.
No, I'm cool with it. Okay, no, the floaties made me want to not drink it. Okay,
Yeah.
we're really sorry. Can we refund your money? Like, it's a personal thing.
Right.
Do we want that to happen? No.
No, we wanted to figure out how to get rid of the floaties.
Happen.
Yeah.
So, like, the floaties is a problem. I feel like that's a problem across the board.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong.
Floaties are not the good haze.
Question is, can you make a good hazy beer with floaties? The answer is yes. Should
before
you
the
make
floaties show up.
a good hazy beer with floaties?
You should not.
I think it's a personal decision.
If you can get rid of it before the floaties show up,
Do
sure.
you have
but
to have floaties in your beer to make a good hazy? No, I don't think you do.
No.
This is a really complicated subject. I want to make a good hazy beer without crap dropping, like the stuff dropping out of the bottom of the can. I want you to pour it out of a can and not have anything chunky.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I think that should be. I think enough breweries have figured out how to do that we should be one of those guys too.
So part of
I think that's possible.
Of like making something for people to consume. Like appearance is part of that
It's
whole
important.
thing. Like you see like the Food Network and all that stuff where
It's
like
important.
The display of it is always like a factor in its importance. And
Yes.
So, like you should make pretty beer. Like
So.
And like you can make pretty hazy beer.
I think
like,
you can make a decently, beautifully hazy, stable hazy beer without having crap in the bottom of your. But I mean, I'm not judging the people that do. Like we've done it. Like we've made good beer where we like you pour the can like, oh man, chunks came out. Did it taste good? Yeah, I loved it. Okay.
But it is something that you should learn from.
I think you can do better. But I'm not judging the people that are figuring it out. It's a complicated subject.
It's hard to do.
It's not easy to do. So, I'm learning. I'm always learning. And we did a batch of the dock where we use hop oils, hop resins. There's things that are out there. You can do things that don't require 8 pounds per barrel of pellets. This crazy thought that you have to throw just bags and bags of pellets. That's baloney. I don't believe that.
Yeah, that's how you get 60% yield.
And you don't even get good yield out of that. I know that all these breweries that are doing it right are not.
That's
doing
why you have to
these
charge
things.
$40.
They're not doing these things. They figured it out. But I don't know who's talking about it. But whatever. But there's ways to get better yield, and the idea is to get the flavor and the quality, and get the brewery to get more beer that they can get, and that's the whole goal.
Boom.
You want to get the most beer you can get at the best quality. I mean, that's what you're trying to do.
Is my mic's on?
Ooh, sorry.
Is quality subjective?
Yes, absolutely. It is. It's absolutely subjective. As a matter of fact, it's influenced by a lot of things like hype.
Yep.
And labels and art and all kinds of things. You're right.
I've seen a lot of people
So
gravitate to beer labels or to beer in general just based on what it is. So I'll give you a great example. Martin House Brewing Company, which is out of Fort Worth.
Yep.
They do a lot of crazy stuff, right?
Which
so they did
it seems like they brew three different batches,
all the
three different beers a week. I mean, release 3 different beers a week.
I
mean,
look
think
at them as
they had 120 new releases one year or something like that.
It's insane. But
who needs a pilot system when you got Martin House?
but the point I'm trying to make.
Thank you for that.
I like that.
The point I'm trying to make is that sometimes people are influenced by the art and by the crazy side of it. Ooh, we threw Twinkies in there. Ooh, we put squid ink and menthol. Or ooh, we did a best. No, that's a real beer.
That's a real deal.
That is a real beer.
Wow.
But that's kind of what's driving the craft beer industry from the newer perspective, the new craft beer drinkers, because they see something that's bold and crazy and unusual, and they're like, oh, I got to go try that.
True.
The best made pickle, first of all, it was delicious.
It was delicious. Yes.
The spicy pickle I hear is even better.
Yeah. Oh man,
that's my jam right there.
No,
Yeah,
they do a good
that.
job. They do a good
I
job.
want a 6-pack of that. I think I can get through that.
But you never know what the beer's gonna taste like
setting?
until you buy it, and that's my problem. Is that it's either it's crazy, but you have to find a brewery that consistently does all the crazy stuff extremely well.
Yeah, it's true.
And not
Curiosity does drive a lot of traffic.
yeah.
And
But the
following
consistency
through
helps.
with quality on it helps people continue to be curious.
It's
And
so true.
That's the trick to pull off. Is when you make that experiment, you do it well.
Yep.
Or if you don't do it well, it's 1 out of 10 that you didn't do well, and so people still trust you.
It's got to
try
be
it the
the
next
one-off, but
Yeah.
people forgive you for that. Yes.
What amazes me about them is just, how far ahead of the game you have to be with label approval and all that. You all dealt with label approval, right?
They're way ahead of the game.
It's a long process.
I mean,
you got to keep stuff secret. It's
Right.
got to be
It's
it's all yours. You can share it amongst yourselves. About oh man, this tastes
I don't know
great.
how they do it.
This is the things we want to do.
Right.
You submit it like semi secretly to the board, and then they finally get your approval. And then boom, it's all over the world.
Actually,
hey guys,
I'm
come
thinking that
try this
they
beer that we
have
just
a family
made.
member that's in TABC.
TABC label approval officer.
Auntie, whatever.
Yeah,
Right.
Hook us up.
yeah.
Gotcha.
I
Done.
think that some breweries that are doing that, they have a bigger marketing department than they have a brewing department.
Maybe.
And
Oh,
so
wow.
they're putting their money in the marketing first, and then they're handling
That's a
the
really
brew
good-
second, which
be the hobby.
debatably, I guess it's where you want to put your ducats, but you want to put it in the beer, or do you want to put it on the front
in the
part
height.
of it? Which
I
is
mean, I can't fault a lot of
That's a
people
really
for
good
that.
point.
When the money that they've put into their production makes good beer, and then every other dollar they put in marketing, man, that's just solid marketing.
Or
absolutely
sales, yeah.
right. You're absolutely
right.
It's a tough world to compete in, and you got to figure out how to do it right. Yeah.
Yeah, we had Bobby from Backpew on the show, who's got an MBA from Vanderbilt. He's got a PhD in chemistry from wherever.
The guy's
I mean, and he's all about
he's an evil genius.
He's like a one man. I mean, the way it appears, and I don't know if it's true. One man brew system with like an army of salespeople. Although I think maybe that scaled back a little bit. But anyway, I mean, but he was all about salespeople.
Yeah.
And I remember, years ago when they first came into the market. I mean, I talked to a lot of my scene clients. And